Alrighty, what's up guys, Single Player Nacho here, and welcome to Night City, a future dystopia where crack runs in the veins of absolutely everything that breathes. Everyone's pretty damn crazy, but goddammit, there are some extra crazy characters you'll come across while playing this adrenaline-fueled video game, and even the robots go insane from time to time.
Beep, beep, motherfucker!
So without further ado, let's check out the 10 craziest NPCs in Cyberpunk 2077. First up, we have OZOB BOZO, and oh my god, look at that nose. Now you might be wondering, what the hell is that? Is that real? Yeah, it's a live grenade implanted onto OZOB's nose. It's worth mentioning that this guy was a former clown somehow. In OZOB's former life, he used to juggle balls, but now he's turned into a merciless criminal. He sports this crazy-ass red hairdo, along with body armor. You know, clowns are known for this attire. But the main attraction here is definitely what is in between OZOB's eyes. Red eyes. That's a real grenade, and it's also live. He also has this pretty funny joke about being afraid of pulling the pin when he picks his nose. I also wonder how the hell you even pick your nose when you have a grenade nose. But definitely the most interesting thing about OZOB is his calm demeanor while he talks to you.
Wait for me here and keep the engine running.
Clowns are known to be happy and jovial, but this is one beat up clown who's just angry at the world, and he takes out this anger on a merchant and some gang members, which maybe he's not that bad. It isn't explained why he shoots the hell out of that store, but he seems pretty damn happy about his kill. That's Bozo for you. You don't want him sneezing around you. Next up, we have Joshua Stephenson, who looks like a SoundCloud rapper, but he's also a serial killer, mass murderer with face tattoos. Yeah, everyone looks like a goddamn model in 50 years. We got hope. But that's not the only thing that's weird about Joshua. He also thinks of himself as a prophet, a crazed lunatic that believes that his death will provide others with clarity about their own situations. You know, he learned this after he killed a bunch of people. He's a psycho. He went to jail, learned about the gospel, scriptures, and the Bible. And that's when he thought, I'm a goddamn Jesus. So why not put this guy in a coffin right away when you meet him? Because Joshua's feelings are very important in the world of cyberpunk. He genuinely believes that he is a messiah. So those emotions that Joshua has tied to this prophecy is very valuable in these virtual experiences known as brain dances. Brain dances, you can take a hold of someone's emotions and experiences. So by recording Joshua's planned crucifixion / suicide, there's a lot of eddies or money in that brain dance. Now during this quest, you'll learn more and more about Joshua. You might even have a feeling that this thing is all screwed up. So it's up to your own morality to say that this is a genuinely sick person, don't let him kill himself and just leave altogether, or record that brain dance. And Joshua definitely kills himself, crucifixion style, and that's what makes him pretty damn crazy. Next up, we have one of my favorite characters, Dum Dum, who is one of the Maelstrom gang members. And Jesus Christ, I hope to God that in the future, we're not allowed to use implants that make us look like a goddamn demon spider person. But that's Dum Dum's doing. He's addicted to cyber mods, and it happens to a lot of people in Cyberpunk. People just go crazy with these implants. And because he looks crazy, Dum Dum's a very vicious character to deal with in the dialogue.
Fucking ass on the fucking couch! Make me.
I think my encounter with Dum Dum was probably the first time I really felt in danger in Cyberpunk. Now there's no danger because there's autosaves, but Dum Dum's words, his behavior, his mannerisms, you can tell that things are gonna go south any second, because this guy's crazy. He's got fucking 6 eyes. He's hopped up on some crazy ass future drug for sure, and his crazy Maelstrom gang members surround you as well. He gets very close to you in your face, and you just can't sit there and say that's not disturbing when he peers through your soul. Regardless, you actually end up kind of befriending Dum Dum at the end, so Dum Dum's a good boy. Next up, we have DELAMAIN, which is this AI person that controls luxury taxi cabs. Oh, what's so spooky about a goddamn AI? I don't know, besides absolutely everything. I'm already spooked out by the technological advancements that we're having in today's world. I don't know how I feel about robots, but the DELAMAIN in Cyberpunk seems like a pretty normal AI at first, but a side quest opens up, and you'll learn that there's actually a more nefarious thing going on behind this luxury cab service.
Not one step closer!
Well, for one, it's being run by an actual AI, and also, some of those cabs that belong to DELAMAIN are diverging from its consciousness. So those cabs are somehow growing a mind of their own, and they have their own personalities, insane conspiracy theories about humans. Some of these cabs just want to learn about human behavior, and some of them just want to destroy flamingos. I don't know what that's about.
Very well, Judgment Day has come. Swift, severe.
Package this entire side quest about finding these divergent luxury cabs that belong to DELAMAIN. It's pretty funny, all in all, but still, it's kind of creepy that the DELAMAIN cabs have their own intelligence and they're following humans around. For what purpose? It's nothing good, I'm sure. Next up, we have Atom Smasher, a cybernetic demon beast. I mean, he's really not even a human. This is a full-on cyborg hitman, and what an introduction.
You look like a cut of fuckable meat, are you?
Pretty awesome robotic gentleman. Great manners, huh? Now this tall, overbearing cyborg will give anyone the spooks. Aside from the human half face, he's got a full robotic mouth, and everything else is made out of steel. He's also a world-renowned bodyguard slash mercenary slash violent killer. Now how did this cyber beast happen in the first place? Well, he was a human male in the past, I guess. An RPG blast pretty much eliminated that. And just as ARASAKA, a giant technology corporation, was about to pull the plug on Atom Smasher, they said, hey, we can hook you up with a fucking 7+ foot tall cyber body, but you gotta work for us for the rest of your life, or cyber life. And that's basically what happened. But even before that, Atom Smasher was a lowly street criminal. He joined the army, and he was a pretty bad apple there too, so they discharged him. And as a mercenary, Atom Smasher, he was such a evil, bad person. He wouldn't take a job unless he was for sure going to kill some innocent people. It's one of his requirements. I don't know what that fetish is. And this is the most intriguing character trait about Atom Smasher and Cyberpunk in general. There's people, there's human beings, and then at the very far end, there's AI like DELAMAIN. And in between, there are people like Atom Smasher that are hardly human anymore. And I think these robotics really amp up these psychotic tendencies that these crazies have, and Atom Smasher is definitely a psycho. Next up, we have Simon Randall, also known as ROYCE, the leader of the Mutilated Faces Maelstrom gang. So this is the big cheese of the already cocaine-induced Gangersons, and by God, he is missing his eyes. It's just there's no eyes, just a YouTuber's lamp and some LEDs. Now I like Dum Dum, but I do not like ROYCE because he pulls a gun to your face when things can be a little bit more diplomatic. And I mean, he pulls a gun to your face out of the frickin' blue. ROYCE was in the background just listening to the deal over this hardware, and when he hears something he doesn't like, boom, a gat to your temple. Also, he just has like a very scary sounding voice, and his decisions are paranoid, impulsive, and of course violent. Grade A lunatic. And if you don't choose your words wisely with ROYCE, the quest goes awry and you have to shoot your way out of the Maelstrom gang encampment. But you really have to settle with your answers. You have to become very submissive in order to appease to ROYCE. What a dickhead. Next up, we have Fingerstadt, otherwise known as Fingers. You see what they did there? Very clever. Now, I personally wouldn't call Fingers crazy. He's more of a sleazebag weirdo. Fingers is a Ripper Doc, one of these makeshift surgeons that give people cybernetic implants of their choosing. But Fingers is known to use recycled parts. He cuts corners, and in turn, some of his surgeries just don't work out. And when you find Fingerstadt, it's kind of funny, but he's operating on this woman. Her mouth's not completely done.
My fucking eye can't wait!
There.
He's just a very unpleasant person to talk with. Not only that, but he encompasses a very bad problem within Cyberpunk's world. Dolls, or prostitutes in that world, have been tossed from city to city through human trafficking from gangs, abused, killed, and stripped for their parts. Just so happens that Fingers is pretty much part of that problem. He He's a ripper doc with no morals and no awareness of what he's actually doing. He's basically allowing these dolls to become fresh meat, and you'll see it around the game every now and then. Women's chest split open in order to get to those sweet, sweet cyberware. It's really gross. And also, Fingers just has a very unique body type. I don't think I've seen this in any other NPC. Very interesting fashion sense as well. What do you guys think? I want you guys to rate Fingerstat from 1 to 10. Put that down in the comments. Next up, we have Matilda K. Rose, also known as Sasquatch. Look at those guns, look at that chest. This is a steroid animal, and a fitting title, that one, Sasquatch. She's the leader of the Animals, a gang of, well, fitness experts on YouTube. The future is an amplified version of the crazy shit we're experiencing today. But where do you think all the steroids went? Inside of Sasquatch. And the Animals, which is the gang that Sasquatch belongs to, use ultra testosterone, animal supplements, and the juice, which is pretty much steroids. But let's go back to animal supplements. What the fuck is that? Bull pills? Lion teeth? I don't know. Regardless, the animal gang make for pretty damn good bodyguards. They fight on the streets, they usually use their guns on the arms as weapons. And Sasquatch provides a hasty boss fight during one of the main missions in the game. She uses a sledgehammer of all weapons to try to atom smash your brains out. She has freakish speed, and let's not even talk about her strength. Sasquatch definitely benches fucking T-Rex bones. Of course, you can decide whether or not to kill her or to just leave her all stunned. It's probably having a seizure after all those bull pills. Next up, we have ZARIA Hughes, the third Maelstrom member on this list. And it has to be. These guys are just known cyber psychos. I'm also getting mixed feelings about ZARIA's lower half. Sexy robot, let's be honest. So what the hell happened to ZARIA Hughes' clothes? And why is she crazy? ZARIA was supposed to be the main character of a Maelstrom ritual. You get there to investigate this blood ritual, and it's not a pretty sight to behold. Maelstrom members are strewn around the ground. Blood is everywhere, and they're speaking in tongues about their ancestors' eyes. I don't know, that's definitely some lore I want to explore later on. But there's no doubt about how crazy this ritual ended up going. And ZARIA Hughes is in a cooler. Yeah, she was supposed to be some kind of vessel for the Maelstrom, and she's batshit insane and provides a semi-boss fight. She talks in a completely possessed state. She has blade arms. It's a really cool sight to behold, but also psychopath alerts. And like I said, it ties into a bigger message that's going around in Night City. Gangs are turning into more spiritual witchcraft stuff. It's very shady, and I wonder why it's happening. And last but not least, SABURO ARASAKA, the Emperor. This old little man, shriveled up half corpse, is like the biggest tech corporation CEO, the head of Arasaka Corporation. Now, Saburo is from Japan. He's 158 years old. Even though he works through Arasaka Corporation, he's widely accepted as a giant figurehead in the cyberpunk world. Politicians accept him. Businesses, people in general, accept Saburo. But his mentality is really fucked up. Now, lots of people have different versions of the American dream, but Saburo's version when he came to America, I'll just give you a quote from the lips of this old man. "I hate America. I will bring them to their knees by supplying them with everything they want and then strangling them with their own dependency. I will sell them the chain with which they will bind themselves to me." Psychopath. Now that's what's going on inside Saburo's mind. Outside, he's a calm old geezer, couldn't harm a fly. But through Arasaka, this crooked corporation, he wants to take over the world. Give people a dependency, make them addicted to cyberware, drugs, fixes, hacking. He wants a criminal invasion of the city. He wants everyone to be crazy. I think he wants them to be as crazy as him. And Saburo okayed the project known as Soul Killer, which entraps all the memories of a person. Spiritually, we would call this the soul, trapping their entire being as a memory inside a little chip. It's like putting them in a soul prison, and he's okay with this, just for power. Very bad guy. But there you have it, that's Saburo Arasaka, a little bitch-ass old man. Well, thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really appreciate you spending some time over here in Single Player Nacho's channel. If you're interested, go ahead and subscribe for more gaming lore, lists, and mysteries. Comment down below suggestions, as well as which one of these characters do you think are the craziest. There's lots to pick from, that's for sure. And if you'd like to support the channel any further, check out the merch store, link will be in the description. Cute t-shirts about staying single, little nacho designs, and a sweater that'll keep you warm. I'm wearing it right now. And trust me, it's the most comfortable thing you'll ever put on. Link will be in the description. And if you have a second, check out the second channel, where I play a bunch of horror games, challenges, random indie stuff. It's a lot of fun. Bring your crack. Link will be in the description for that as well. Again, I really appreciate you checking out this video. Have an awesome rest of your day. And as always, stay single.